5 News, live in Las Vegas.
So the transition from military life to civilian life can be stressful, but there are ways a spouse or a loved one can really help ease this adjustment. Chaplain and Captain of the U.S. Army Reserves, Lee Escobar, is here with some advice for those who are really struggling. And we know returning from overseas, we can't even imagine how that transition is like, but we were talking that you really help kind of with this financial aspect of helping people kind of get back on their feet again.
Yeah, that's correct. One thing that I really found out is one of the biggest stressors is the financial aspect in any relationship or anything that we do here in the United States or around the world. So my goal is to take my successes for being a successful business owner, entrepreneur, and investor, and be able to give that back to our military members who are coming across, who are either retiring or who are coming back from overseas. Because one thing that they are not taught or they don't understand yet is that our core values and our skills that we're taught in the military actually translate better into the business world, so that way they can become entrepreneurs. And in today's economy, they need to do something different and have another option as opposed to going back to school and just working for somebody else.
Or even going back to possibly that job that they had before they went into the service.
Yes.
What specifically do you help them with? Is there a point in this that you really have a specific passion about, a certain angle on it, whether it's the job position or just getting back into life and feeling confident again, not only about your relationships, but your finances?
Well, one thing I've learned is that once we fulfill our needs in life, which means paying our bills and doing the things that we need to take care of ourselves, then life and living is all about fulfilling our wants. And what I mean by wants is our goals, our passions, and our dreams. So what I'm offering is this: to make that change financially in a time where it's really hard, meaning that, I don't know if you know, but I just read the other day that 1 out of 3 veterans that are males are actually homeless. And when you have these powerful skills that can translate to the business world, there's 3 things that they really have to focus on in order to make the change. Number 1, evolve. Realize that things are different, times have changed, and then educate yourself on what you don't know, which comes from the evolutionary part. And then after that, what we're taught in the military, just go ahead and execute it, put it into action.
Do it.
Yes.
How important too is family and spouses in something like this? Because a support system is big.
Correct. You got to have the right support in everything you do in life, in every venture, and the spouse plays a vital role in that entire dynamic. So one thing that I tell the military spouses, and being a military chaplain, one thing I do is a lot of counseling, is number 1, you got to put your goals together. What are our goals? How much money we need? What our plans are? What we're going to do? And then after that, plan it. So how we're going to get there, how we're going to make it happen, and then after that, let's celebrate the milestones. There's nothing like an I love you. There's nothing like going back out to eat, and let's rekindle our love. I really believe in relationships. We should be dating all the time. Shouldn't just get normal.
Corny all the time.
Correct.
All the time. And then we just had your website up there also for you. Is there kind of a light at the end of the tunnel for people who come home? They really have something to look forward to, because you were saying when it comes to retirement, if you can put your money to use wisely, you really can lead a very comfortable life. That's
correct. And the biggest thing is this, is that we're not taught how to invest and how to have that better life. We're taught a traditional type of education, which is go to school, get a job, save money, and have enough money for retirement. Well, the rules of money have changed. So now what we have to do is we have to educate ourselves on the non-traditional ways to make money, how to invest, and how to become entrepreneurs. And I call that financial education.
Financial education. Okay, and then real quick, if we can just throw up that website real quick, if you want to talk about ways that people can get a hold of you as well.
Correct. Yeah, they can get in touch with me through richsoldier.com, and they can get a free download of the chapter.
And then real quick, tell us about this beautiful, is this a coin? Is that the right thing to call it?
Yes, correct. Well, in the military, we give what are called challenge coins. And they're always given for a special recognition or for some type of achievement or to boost morale. So on behalf of our military members and our service members, I would like to give that to you as a gift.
Thank you.
The back are 4 things they need to do to change. And of course, on the front, it was a flag and a pile of cash representing both of our types of freedoms, our financial freedom and the freedom that our military members have been fighting for. And now it's time for them to start a new mission, because they've completed the last mission, which is our freedoms. The new mission is financial independence, financial security, mission, financial freedom.
And evaluate, evolve, educate, and execute. I like that. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show here this morning. And again, we want to just give a big thank you to all the military members who are, fighting for us overseas, making this ultimate sacrifice. We appreciate your service.